Today is Monday, it's the 7th of October, it's 2024 and it's a bit noisy. We're actually outside Pappy's and they're doing some gardening across the way. I'll show you that in a second. Well, there they are, they're just doing some trimming of the hedges. But that's Pappy's. It's just after 12:30, so they're just getting themselves ready for the day. We're going to have a little walk around Magaluf. I received a message last night saying, what's going on in Magaluf? Why is it all taped off? And well, I had a look and I couldn't see anything in any of the local newspapers. I don't know whether I've missed it or just hasn't been there. Eventually I came across an article in the Daily Express of all places, which talks about the Promenade in Magaluf being upgraded and that the work was going to be taking several months. It was actually projected to take over a year initially, and now they're saying 7 months. And that they've actually started work on it now in October, which seems a little bit unusual to me. None of that work normally starts until November, after the main holiday season has ended, but it seems that they have started. So that was the reason for coming down here. Let's have a look now. There we've got the Prince William and EastEnders down there, and we're just going to head up towards the strip, the Magaluf strip. It's actually the first walk we've really done since we've been back from Malaga. Had a lovely time there, fantastic temperatures, really warm, and it's really warm now we're back here in Mallorca. It was a bit cooler first couple of days, but it's temperatures up to 29 degrees today, so it feels quite balmy. There's some cloud cover, so no hat, no parasol today.
No, maybe we should have bought them.
And now we've got a lot of cloud. Did manage to go for a swim this morning, early morning swim. This morning we went to Calamayor.
Very, very choppy.
It was a bit rough. It is known as a surfing beach. No surfers there today, but there were a few waves. Perhaps not quite big enough for surfing, but certainly big enough to get Anita a bit excited.
Get my hair wet.
Doesn't like to get her hair wet. A lot of the reports in the papers talk about how the businesses haven't done very well. And I think that's possibly particularly true for Magaluf area. Caters a lot for British tourists. So much so that some places are already closing down, even though it's only the beginning of October. It seems that Pirates have done their last show. BCM, they've still got some events on, but BCM are having, have already had, I think, a closing party.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I met someone we've actually known for such a long time.
She used to look after the children at the Guarderia.
Yeah, goodness, all these years, and we actually never knew exactly. I knew she had a bar somewhere here, and I wasn't actually sure which one was it. Well, now we know.
Let's their Swedish meatballs.
So we can come and pay them a visit. So this is the Magaluf strip. It is really warm. It used to be the Tartan Arms. That used to be a regular place for me to go. Visit my friend Davey there. He's now happily retired from the bar, I think. But the strip, I think, maybe have suffered a little bit this year and not doing as much business as previous years. So yeah, we're just speaking to Annette, and they're probably going to stay open for another week, and then they'll be closed until April, Easter next year. I think that could be a story we'll hear from a lot of the bars. Looking at the figures, the statistics that have come out, and it does show more of a drop on UK visitors than on visitors from other countries. In fact, generally the number of tourists coming to the island is still up on last year, but the number of British visitors is down. And I think some of the things that the British visitors are reading in the press, maybe even some of the comments that have been made on YouTube, and some of the things even I've said, are suggesting that they're not welcome. I don't think that's true at all. I think they're very welcome. But it's just getting a little bit more complicated. So just looking there at Revolution, and that's all wrapped up. So that's the strip down there, and that's all open. But well, I'm not sure how many places are open. We'll make our way down to the beach and see what the beach is looking like. Everywhere deserted at the middle of the day here, and that's fairly normal. This usually comes to life in the evenings, but from what I've been hearing, even that's not happening. So the news about the sort of the Big Brother law seems to have been getting a lot of attention. Well, it's not going to happen, at least not until December, and then we'll wait and see, because it's already been delayed once. The other thing that's putting people off is the electronic entry system. I don't think that will have any effect on Palma. I think it'll affect Dover tremendously and other ferry ports, but I don't think it's going to affect Palma, because they already have a similar system that takes your photograph and scans your passport. So the only extra thing really is scanning your fingerprints, and that's all going to be done by the same machine. So, hello.
Hello. I do watch you.
Oh, thank you. That's due to come in on November the 10th. There's some suggestion that that could well be delayed, as well as places like Dover are not actually ready to implement the new electronic system. This is Robinson Crusoe's, which is already busy. It isn't even lunchtime yet, but there's lots of people having a drink there. Beds are all on the beach. And so the question that was asked last night is, what is happening on Magaluf Beach? Well, on numerous occasions we've walked along this promenade, and I've said, look at the state of the paving here, it needs to be done. Well, looks like they've started. Quite astonishingly, at the beginning of October, so this particular area is now fenced off. Picture I did see was of a bulldozer down here, so can't. Oh yes, there is a bulldozer around the corner. And the whole of the square here is cordoned off, and looks like the heavy machinery is coming in. This is right next to Blackbeard's. They're not going to be very happy. It's one of the big lamps that have been taken down. There's lots more fencing here getting ready. And there's the bulldozer I was talking about.
Nobody working here.
Nobody actually doing any work. But it started now, so this is scheduled to go on for 7 months. If they start now, that means it could be ready for next season. So Just walking along here, a lot of the paving slabs are cracked, broken, and we're in pretty poor state, so quite good to get all of this done. This is actually going to go on all the way through the promenade, and what it is, I'm actually astounded. This is Blackbeard's here. That's the other side, all of this fencing.
We have a deal here once.
We've never been to Blackbeard. It's somewhere on our to-do list. We've been told how good it is by several people, and not quite managed to get there yet. There's more beach that's been cordoned off. Some big, huge concrete things there. That's lighting. I think there's going to be some sort of something else going on. That's big lighting. So these lights that are lying down are actually going to be put into those concrete structures to illuminate this area for whatever reason.
It's too big to put those up, don't they?
Yeah, well, the article in the Daily Express talked about 3 million, 4 million euro investment in the area. And that is what this is all about. Karima Beach. There's still quite a few people around. It's quite busy on the promenade, and down on the beach there's a whole load of people waiting to get on one of the cruises that's going to go around the coast there.
I don't think
It's Bondi Beach. Got the big sports TV there. Here are some more of these big concrete blocks here. These are to put the lampposts in, the lights. And I'm thinking that's a big bulldozer. This is what I actually saw in the picture. It looks like serious work they're planning to do here. And I've seen no plans for this, but
I wonder why they're starting now.
I'm assuming they want to get it finished early, so you've got to start early, and it just seems a very strange thing to do. This is all the way along. Of course, the hour changes at the end of the month, and that means it gets dark very early in the evening. So if they're going to carry on working into the evening, they're going to need those floodlights so they can actually see what they're doing. I'm guessing they want to carry on working till 6 o'clock in the evening at least, by which time in sort of November it will be dark. It's a little bit of a breeze today. I thought it was going to be a little bit worse than it actually is. We noticed a little breeze this morning, but nothing very strong. There is a yellow alert for other parts of the island, in the mountain areas where we were yesterday in Bani Albufar. They're on a yellow alert for 70 km/h winds. And there are possibilities of isolated showers or even storms. Looking on the weather forecast, it did say we could have a storm this evening, but they're all pretty hit and miss, these things. They may or they may not. And there's Dakiri Palace, which is closing up and packing up for the winter. We've had a very short season. So, yeah, they've got even more of these flood lighting. So I can see that this is somewhere we're going to be coming every few weeks now, just to monitor the progress of the work that's going on the beach.
At the end.
Yeah, so at the moment it's just setting it all up, and then the big work will begin. But I feel really sorry for all of the holiday makers who are here, and we're in a building site. This is 1970s Spain, isn't it? When they had Carry On Abroad, what was it? I can't remember. Oh, you come on holiday, you spent thousands, and the beach is a building site. Hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Comment allez-vous?
Si, oui.
I think he's English.
It's about the extent of my French anyway. Ah well. I don't think this actually opened up this year. It's like a bit of a mess. Maybe they'll be encouraged to open up next year when this is looking really something else. I'm really excited to find out what it's intended to look like, whether they're going to widen this promenade, make it a much more beautiful place. Certainly at the end of the beach here, it is a little bit of a concrete area that needs sorting out. Maybe that's what they're going to do. But we're actually coming to the end. We can't actually go any further along the promenade. There's a bulldozer here, actually digging away at the sand. So I think we're going to have some interesting videos coming up from Magaluf. Not sure how regular to do them. Maybe every couple of weeks or every three weeks, we'll see. That's it. The work begins. So we're going to move on now down past the Titanic. It was a little oasis to us during the COVID period. It was one of the few places that were open and we could come and have a drink, or we actually came here and had some tapas, which were really good. Good to see that they survived and flourishing. People already having lunch. It isn't even 1 o'clock yet.
He'll be at Real Madrid.
Yeah,
he's going to the top. Yeah. We'll get some more money. Oh, you want it? You found him what? Yeah, cool.
Seen anything?
No. The place I got them from before, it's the other end of the island.
Well, that's where we'll have to go then. We've got Angela coming to stay with us next week, so maybe a trip to the other end of the island's being called for. It's a bit further than we usually walk when we in Magaluf, but there's Las Palmeras and the piano bar just round there. Just got to cross over.
We could have a coffee in Leo's, couldn't we?
Yep. See the piano bar over there. And then Nikki Beach, which again, not sure whether that's still open. It's cars parked there. This is the Britannia out in the car corner here.
We'll go to Tommy's if he's open.
No. Trees there looking suffering from something. The inside hotel by Melia. Melia being one of the really big hotel groups here in Mallorca and, well, not just here in Mallorca but elsewhere in the world as well. Building a bar out of beer crates. Starbucks. We did notice a big difference in the price of coffee when we were in Malaga. Going from a typical Spanish bar where we'll pay typically €1.50 or €1.60 for a coffee, to the airport where we had a coffee from Costa, which cost a lot. It was €4.80, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you'd expect that at the airport.
Yeah, €4.80 for a coffee. We tend to, when we go to England, we seem to pay extortionate amounts for coffee. This is a festival they've been having here. Books. So at the market, we've missed it all. There is a market though now, a weekly market here in Magaluf. It'll probably be my day to come down and have a look to see what's going on in the markets. So probably not this week, but future weeks. We're looking out to come on a Thursday when they've got the market on. Have a look at the market and then have a look to see how the work's progressing along the front. And have a look, see if Tommy and Kathy are in. Benny Hills. This must be the biggest sign in Magaluf. So we're not going to Benny Hills. Just going to have a look to see Tommy and Kathy are around. Say hello to them. At Sinky's pub, their Scottish pub in Magaluf. Well, really nice. We just had a bit of a catch up with Tommy and Kathy, sat and had a coffee with them. And they've had a busy couple of weeks since I was last there, so it's ups and downs. It's quiet today, but they've said they've been really, really busy. So, but I think they're prepared to close down fairly soon. The next few weeks, that will be then closed. And they said that there has been an article in the bulletin about the work that's going on in the frontier and on the promenade. It's just I must have missed it. Rita's just gone into the shop here.
Hello. Maybe this.
No, but
There's the Samos over there. Popular hotel here in Magaluf. And right next to BCM, which, as I say, is sort of half closing down. Just behind BCM's the Emporium, which is like in the square, the Magaluf Square. And from what I've been told, that's quite quiet now. This is KFC. Not sure I've ever been to KFC anywhere. Jacks.
sun's come out.
Yeah.
The pavement's horrible as well, isn't it?
Yeah, we were just talking to Kathy there, and she was saying about the pavements as well as the promenade. I mentioned the promenade being a mess, but it's not just the promenade, it's the pavements also. The trees have grown and they're just pushing up the stones. They just all need relaying, and the whole place needs a bit of a scrub as well. Crossover.
Shade over there.
If you are in Magaluf on a Thursday morning, the market's just at the end of the road there.
Is that where the market is?
Yeah, just at the top of there, there's a car park, and that's where they hold the market. And I really do hope it's successful. But,
When's that?
it's on a Thursday morning in Magaluf and a Sunday morning in Promenade. I just feel that Magaluf doesn't have the density of population. There's the Seoul Kathmandu, and another one of those Melia hotels. Sign says the kitchen's open from 1 o'clock. Well, that's obviously not true because it's 2 o'clock now nearly. Clinic if you need anything in an emergency, but it is an emergency and need your insurance to pay for it. Just walking past the swimming pool area of the Kathmandu hotel. Obviously people there enjoying the sun, enjoying themselves.
How old are the children here?
That's a good question, isn't it? It does sound like there's children, and it is certainly not half term yet.
Für meinen Wohnort, was ja absolut normal ist.
Imagine some parents may just take their children out of school and risk it, just paying the fine. This is the House of Kathmandu, the upside down house here. Really interesting place, it's just something different. So, hello. It's a little bit like a museum inside. Not a museum. It's different. You have to go in to find out. And something I've never actually done is to video in there. I'm not sure they'd allow it actually, because it would spoil perhaps the experience. Did do the expedition golf. Did that with Ollie a few weeks ago on a really, really hot day in August. And there's Leo's pub across the road. Well, I hope you found our video of Magaluf interesting, and going to see some changes around here. So thanks very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.